Next up in our Good, Better, Best series, Good, Better, Best fermentation. So this is a touchy, tricky subject, but it really doesn't have to be. Um, so I'm going to share some pictures. These aren't mine. I'll tag who they belong to, but I did just Google them on the internet. Regardless, I did just want to give my opinion and my experience on bulk fermentation. So here we go. Good, Better, Best bulk fermentation. So if your dough looks like this, you're probably just a little too early in your shaping. So we'll call this one good. It is under fermented. So the dough has risen a little bit and you'll see that there are bubbles in it. It still looks active, but it still actually looks tight. And here's how you know, or how some people know, or how I like to tell. I do a jiggle test. So you give it a shake. You want a wiggle with some backbone to it. And this one looks like it would barely move. You'll also want to do a height check. It should be taller in the center and gently curved down around the edges. Kind of hard to see on this one, but you can see that this one is still fairly flat. So a lot of people also like to do a dimple test where they poke it, and if it springs back quickly, it means it needs more time. So this dough could likely go for another hour to an hour and a half, possibly in a warmer space, because that affects it as well. In my experience, in my kitchen, it does affect it. I like to keep my kitchen between 75 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, or the conditions that I keep my dough in. If your kitchen is above 68 degrees Fahrenheit, fermentation will move slower, and that's normal. So better, 30 to 50% rise. And this photo I got from Pantry Mama. She's amazing when it comes to sourdough. Check out her website. But now we're getting somewhere. So there you can see there's a slight dome. There are visible bubbles. I'm sure this has a gentle jiggle, and it looks as if you poke it, or when you poke it, it would bounce back most of the way. This is a great place for beginners to shape. You'll get structure and you'll get that lift that you're looking for in a loaf. All right, best. So let me get out of the way because I'm not quite sure how to do this otherwise, but this is kind of where people get nervous. This is from the latest loaf that I did. You can see that nice little bubble there, how it peels away from the covering. It's very airy. I jiggle it. You can see it's very jiggly. It's clearly taller. It's almost over the bowl, but it hasn't collapsed. You can tell that it still has its strength about it. Slightly over, honestly, is better than too early, I would say. Don't bulk by the clock, bulk by the signs. And no matter what, always bake the bread. That's how you learn. The loaf you produce is going to tell you a lot about your dough.